This week on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Who actually read the text message
Dorit.
and agreed. Do you have a problem with her?
God gave you 2 ears and one mouth for a reason. Can you let me talk?
It's okay, Kyle. It's time for you to listen.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the new episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 14, Episode 3. This was a good episode. Let's get right into it. Okay, so we started the episode. We see little clips of the women, Garcelle and her. She's with her son because he's now been signed to a modeling agency. That's really good for him. Erika was super happy that her new car was just delivered, a Porsche. And then we see Kathy Hilton. Now, she's saying that she's planning a getaway weekend for all of the girls. But she she had a bunch of suitcases that she was putting inside her car, and I was just like, what is this? Y'all, the invitation to the trip was literally an individual suitcase for each of the women. And the suitcase had a bucket hat. Now, if that is not creative, I don't know what is. I loved it. She first went to Bose's house. The suitcase had, like I said, a bucket hat. They were all different for each of the women. It had some Red Bulls, towels with the ladies' initials, and some other stuff. Then she goes to Garcelle's. She's at that photo shoot. Then to Dorit. I also love the fact that Kathy was personally driving and hand delivering the suitcases in a fabulous car, by the way. She gets off at Kyle's house, and Kyle talks to her a little bit. She starts to tell her that she wants to remodel a little bit more of the house, change a few things up to kind of make it her own now that she is living by herself there, and her husband, ex now, has his own place. She says that she's also a little hesitant to go on a trip with Dorit, but I mean, it is what it is. Kathy was trying to, say maybe it'll go well. Maybe it'll be a good way for y'all to talk and fix things. So then Mauricio goes over to the house. One of the rooms has a new color, as I said. She's trying to change things up. Kyle, she got it painted another color, and he says that he likes it or whatever. Then he's like talking about his place. She wonders how it looks. He then kept laughing. I don't know. It was kind of weird. His lease is for 6 months, and Kyle thinks that's a good amount of time for them to figure things out. Then he asks her if she has spoken to Dorit or PK, and Kyle says she has communicated with PK. She does text him here and there. PK also has his own place, by the way. I don't know. I feel like Kyle and Mauricio could get back together eventually, but I don't know. What do y'all think? Let me know. So anyway, the ladies begin to pack for their trip. They're going to Oceanside. Dorit then FaceTimes Erika. Dorit is a little worried about leaving the kids, trying to get that situation taken care of, but Erika tells her they'll be fine. It's just the weekend. Then Erika tells her that, after seeing, because she saw the BravoCon thing that Kyle is so mad at Dorit over about. And Erika says that she understands, okay, yeah, of course Kyle's feelings could be hurt, but she absolutely doesn't think that Dorit did anything on purpose to make Kyle mad or upset. And Dorit says, yeah, but I can tell you a lot of times that Kyle has done things on purpose to make me upset. And she starts listing those things out, throughout the seasons. And I mean, she's got a point. That's why she's vowed Kyle. We've been saying this. So this will definitely be the biggest tension of the trip. So then it is the day of the trip, and man, do I wish I was Kathy Hilton's friend. My. It's rich, VIP. They went to Kathy's house before leaving, and y'all can already imagine the amazing treatment that they got in that house. Kyle does say hi to Dorit. It was a bit awkward, but she did. And then Erika asks Dorit how is she, and Dorit says it was a bit of a hard morning. It's also being very difficult because remember last week's episode, PK told Dorit that he doesn't want her to be calling him frequently. Also, I gotta say, I am loving Jennifer Tilly, and she brings like a very nice energy. And you guys, let me tell y'all, going back to the money thing, the amount of money between all them bags that the women had in just that one room, if we were to add the value, we could all probably live a full year with that amount of money. So then they get on the Sprinter. Erika is asking, who is the biggest star that you went on a date with? Garcelle said Eddie Murphy, Will Smith, and Sean Penn. Erika's like, well, why'd you marry that guy that you ended up with? And then they're playing some drinking games. And then they get there. There's some random Tom Cruise lookalike there. So they go to the hotel. Well, it's more of like a resort. They get in their rooms. The rooms are also amazing that there's no need to argue over them. Then they go to the beach. And again, fabulous setup. So they're all there eating their lunch. And Dorit says that she's doing a little bit better. And then Bose asks her what's going on. And Dorit starts, kind of talking, confiding in her again, I guess, like she did in the first episode. She says, well, my kids were very upset that I was leaving and that they were not going to be with their dad. And Dorit says, she starts telling her that PK ended up getting an apartment and he didn't want to talk to Dorit about it. She didn't know when she knew after the fact that he got it, but she didn't know that he was planning on getting it or anything like that. And this upsets Dorit because they had agreed to at least have good communication for the sake of the children. So that's what Bose and Dorit are talking about. But because they're at the end of the table, they're having their own little conversation. But then it got a little awkward because the other women sort of start to be quiet. They're just kind of listening to Bose and Dorit talk, and Garcelle is like, are we not in this conversation? And Erika's like, oh, well, she's just talking about what she's going through. Then Erika sort of briefly talks about how angry her ex-husband got after they got, when they separated. And then Jennifer Tilly, this was super interesting. She tells us that she was married to the man who created The Simpsons. And when they got divorced, she got a bit of the Simpsons brand after that, when they settled their divorce. And, thank God the Simpsons is still going for her, Jennifer is set for life. So when it comes to Kathy Hilton, Jennifer Tilly, and Sutton Stracke, ooh, money for centuries, okay? But that's so cool, though. I mean, that's what I like about Beverly Hills. What other franchise do you have a woman that was married to the creator of The Simpsons, Jennifer, or a wife that was married to the creator of The Lion King, Crystal, or he worked, doing The Lion King, I mean. So yeah, that was really interesting. It is then time to have a little fun, some little competition. They teamed up and they start running and doing some games. Bose and Garcelle won that first game. Dorit had a good fall, though. That was a good fall. Then Kathy says, let's play Duck, Duck, Goose. Kathy's ideas are hilarious. Let's play a kindergarten game. It made me laugh, y'all. Seeing them play that game, I had to laugh. And Dorit fell again. This was funny. It really was. So then they all go back to their rooms, and it's a little later, and then they start getting ready for dinner. It was nice to see Bose FaceTimes her daughter, so we finally met her through FaceTime. And then you guys, I don't know if y'all caught this. So Sutton, Garcelle, and I think Jennifer was there too. They were kind of getting ready for dinner, and it looks like there might be a little bit of jealousy, just a little bit jealousy that Bose and Dorit are getting very close. I kind of caught that. I was just like, let Dorit have a friend. I mean, and if we're gonna be fair, I mean, just trying to be fair. I mean, do we really blame Dorit not wanting to talk about her personal situation with Garcelle and Sutton? I mean, she has had the most problems with those two, but I see their perspective as well, don't get me wrong. But then it is time for dinner, so Kyle does a little toast, and then she says to Dorit, you and I will probably have to have a conversation eventually. And Dorit says, oh yes, absolutely, we are going to need to address the elephant in the room because everybody here knows that we have a problem. Everybody here saw us go at it at this party, and everybody saw how you stormed out. Dorit then says that at the party, I was able to hear what you were so mad about. And, I showed some people, including Kathy and Erika, the BravoCon comment that you're so mad about. And Erika, for example, she was shocked. She was shocked that a little insignificant thing like that made you act the way you're acting, wanting to downplay our friendship and everything. And Kyle says, oh, well, that was just a little piece of the puzzle. That's not all it was. There's a lot of things. Kyle then says, for example, one of the things that offended me was when that man made a very shady statement about Teddy, which it was funny, by the way, in my opinion. But Kyle says to Dorit, you didn't say anything. You didn't defend Teddy because you want to have the popular opinion. You want to have the popular answer. And Dorit's like, that's what you do. That's you. But seriously, you're mad because I didn't defend Teddy? And Kyle says, well, that's part of it, but the straw that broke the camel's back was when you were reading my message on camera at the reunion in your dressing room. Dorit says, well, listen, when you share something with me, and if it's meant to be, you're sharing it, you're confiding in me, I'm not going to say anything. But you sure, you've made sure that in every interview that you do, you have run with a certain narrative about me. And you're making it seem like, oh, I am the worst friend you've ever had, and I have caused you the most pain that any friend has ever caused you in your life. So Dorit is starting to get a little activated, and then Kyle says, God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. Can you let anyone talk? And Dorit says, it's okay, Kyle. It's time for you to listen now. Ooh. And that's where the episode ended. It says to be continued. I really enjoyed this episode, you guys. We got a little bit of drama towards the end, and I really liked that it was pretty fun in a lot of scenes as well. Like I said, it made me laugh when they were playing the game, and seeing Kathy hand deliver these suitcases was definitely fun. But yeah, guys, good episode. Let me know your opinions, though. I want to hear from y'all. What did y'all think? What did y'all make of all these scenes? Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. Y'all have a great one.